Hello, welcome back to Age of Empires 2 for another game of CBA. This time we're playing with the 9x tech mod, which is pretty much what it says on the tin. You can research every technology 9 times. It's very popular on HD edition. It's just a bit of fun really because it's fair to say it's not very well balanced. It's pretty broken in a lot of ways, but we'll see how it plays out. Okay, we've finally made it in. We can't actually research anything just yet. As you can see, we've been given a ridiculous number of blacksmiths and archery ranges, as actually we can research things right now, so this is going to be interesting. So I've had a playlist on my channel for a long time, which is my CBA Hero playlist, and I also have my CBA Original playlist. And while this is technically CBA Original, it's such a mess that I'm not going to put it on that playlist. I'm going to change the CBA Hero playlist into a CBA Hero plus other variants playlist because this doesn't really belong on there. It's just too ridiculous. I don't even know what our range is right now. Presumably it's coming up to +9. 4 + 4. Presumably soon we'll be going up to +9. I still need to be a little bit careful of these. They have 16 pierce armor, so nothing to mess with. But if we can get our raises nice and early, then we can go ahead and recruit quite a few extra units. But I don't think we necessarily want to be completely reliant here on camel archers. So let's see how this is going. Not actually taking it down quite as quickly as I would have liked. I'm going to try and chase down the Tarkans. Their bonus, of course, is not linked to, well, their damage bonus against buildings is not linked to a technology, so Tarkan's not necessarily as scary as they would be on other versions of CBA. Looks like we took the raise. We just need the one raise, but I've lost quite a few of our units. I think that's us being asked to attack the Spanish. I think we get a damage bonus against them. Probably doesn't matter that much either way, given that everyone has such ridiculous stats. Let's finish off these cavalry archer techs. Yeah, looks like it's done. Wall's gonna go up. Let's put up a gate too. And let's actually check on our allies, see how they're doing. I've not actually checked the civilizations too much just yet. Japanese should be fine against the Goths. I'm not sure why his units don't appear to be doing much fighting. Let's try and ignore this because this is not really a good fight for us. So over here we've got the Incas, who do have all the techs ready. That's the main thing we need to look out for. We need to make sure that everyone is investing in all the techs, otherwise we don't stand a chance at all. I think right now it's reasonably balanced, just because everyone has the same +9 in each stat. But overall it's still not that balanced, of course, because having +9 benefits some units more than others. I think, going to go and focus down the Hun player, because he is wide open. Not sure if I can really do that much damage to his castles. I wouldn't mind trying. I should in theory be one of the better players on this map, just because I have range to work with, but I do have to be very careful of the Goths, although I have already walled up, so I might be okay. Let's check on these villagers, so they appear to be blocking everyone off right now. I'm going to risk one, just to put up a front wall. And let's check on this. Looks like he's backing off. Are able to easily outrange him. He can't actually improve his range. Oh, he can. I didn't think Conquistadors benefited from that, but I think this particular version of the mod does actually benefit Conquistadors, but not Mamelukes. So a bit of a rough gig for the Saracen player here. I'm going to actually stay away from these because they're doing some damage to us as Teal is getting rushed. I'll try and help him, but I'm not really sure what he's doing, to be honest. He's spreading his units all over the place and not really doing much to protect himself. I will, I think, have to risk a villager here just to keep him in the game. And I'm going to send this villager to set up a few archery ranges because I think we're going to need the extra unit production. This villager's still alive for now, but we're not going to be able to save him, I don't think. Certainly our villager is at risk of getting sniped. So I just have to hope that he's not been noticed by them just yet. But we can see There's only a tiny fraction of a castle left to go, as no, that's dead. Okay, I'll try and save this, but it's probably not going to work. I think we're going to lose this. But you never know. If we can get ourselves to the castle age, then we do get an extra +9 to all our stats, which is probably more important than having an extra player that we can use. So this guy is also under attack. Still limited to +9 everywhere. Everyone's still in the feudal age, so that's good at least. But I think this villager is going to get himself killed. Let's try and walk away. I think we're slower than Huskarls, so it's probably not going to work, because yeah, he's dead. Oh no, he's still alive. Still going. I think in this particular version, it does make sense just to go with feudal age units because the stat upgrades are enough to make it kind of work, but we definitely do need at least one stable just to fight off these Huskarls, as I think we might have trapped. Oh no, we didn't trap him, he's still alive. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're still in this. We can actually make this work. It's a bit like CBA Hero in that the fact that they have 4 players instead of 3 might make them feel like they can push, which will in fact feed us kills, and getting kills is really the main thing here. Orange actually going for skirmishers over archers. That might actually be a good idea. Guess you'd have to compare their raw stats, so it's 4 + 9, and that's still going to do only 1 damage to Huskarls. So they seem to have backed off him. I think they are starting to play a little bit cautiously. Okay, let's try and surround him here. It's still rough for the Saracens, he's still got a really poor matchup, as the orange player has actually made it to the castle age, so this is what we need. Purple player likewise has made it to the castle age, so we might actually be able to push this. Number of players does not matter quite so much as it does in other versions. Put up a few more production buildings. As still seems to be alive over here. I think he's trying to tank some shots with the Huskarls, but Saracens should be able to take them out, and I should be pretty good against the Celts. This guy has lost a lot, so we do have to make sure we work very hard to defend him. As he is presumably rapidly improving his units up to +10 on the Kamyaks, presumably bringing more in as we speak. Obviously once you get to the castle age you do also get the university techs, so it's kind of like 2 in 1. Makes you significantly better than you are in the feudal age, as I think we need to try and fight these off again. And try to avoid the Huskarls if we can. Actually, we do need to get some of these techs. I've completely forgotten about these. And of course we can get bloodlines. I forgot about bloodlines too. We can get 9 of bloodlines. So that should be more than enough. But yeah, I see now. Okay. You can tell I don't play this game mode too much. So we got Mamelukes there with 260 HP, and we got Camel Archers here with 60 HP. Obviously we should be researching lots of bloodlines. Just stacking up all the bloodlines we can. I have no idea actually how they're supposed to compete with this. In this case, Huskarls will cause us some problems, but the orange player is there to handle them. Unfortunately, he's still at risk from the green player, and looks like the red player is also going to try and come in to finish him off. I'm going to send my Camel Archers over just to block this gate. Or in fact, I think we can actually just kill them off. And we will keep researching all the bloodlines, which if anything is more useful than any of the other techs we've got so far. I think forging is one of the best techs to go for, just because obviously it does benefit both infantry and cavalry if you do want to diversify a bit. And this actually has me thinking, because of bloodlines, I don't think there's much of a benefit for going for archers at all. So he does seem to still be alive, still got that one villager left. We're going to try and block this gate. Someone might be dropping out here. Does appear to have gone pretty laggy. Okay, the orange player, that's really bad. Okay, so we've lost one ally, and I think Yeah, just the one guy's gone. So it's 2 versus 4 now. Not sure if we can make this work. We do have the one guy who's in Castle Age, for what it's worth. But he's still stuck relying on Mamelukes. And I'm not planning to quit. I think, for all I know, this might actually be doable. I should actually delete this just to stop them getting an easy raise. Okay, so we're now up to 220 HP on each of our camel archers. We can still get a few extra copies of forging. And we can still get a few extra copies of bloodlines. I'm gonna go save my villager. And I think I need to bring these back to fight off the road raiders. These guys are limited, of course, just to their 80 hit points, so they're going to have a really hard time finishing us off. We actually got one of the best civs, I'm sure, by far. The fact that we have extra range and the fact that we have the ability to benefit from bloodlines is absolutely huge here. So he's going to come in. I think he's going to try and rush me, but he hasn't yet realised I'm walled, and I might actually have just trapped him. He's going to get some easy raises though, if he goes for them. As looks like we got all the bloodlines we can. It's having a hard time actually killing our units, that's great. It's going to help us get to Castle Age that little bit sooner. Let's go ahead and get a few more techs. So Purple seems to be doing okay. He's gone extremely fast. I guess that's husbandry in action. This is going to get more and more ridiculous, of course. I'm not exactly sure what to expect, but I am going to need some scout cavalry, I think, just to fight off these Huskars. Or possibly I'll need my ally to come help me out. Okay, what's this going to do? Castles work 25% faster. That's not going to help us because the only things you can do with castles in CBA, of course, is to improve, is to research, not to produce units. So unfortunately, that is not going to save us. But I can use masonry to improve all of my buildings, and I can get as many bodkin arrows as possible. Just in the hopes of defeating these guys before they all get to the Castle Age. As Purple has made it to the Imperial Age. That's going to be huge. But Blue has made it to the Castle Age, so unfortunately we're still going to have a very hard time dealing with those Huskars until we start producing knights. So I think Purple's killing the red player. Yeah, so the red player's stuck in the feudal age. He's got extremely fast Mamelukes and he's just going to be able to kill them all off. All I'm really doing is buying him some time by keeping these guys nicely distracted. I'm a little bit lagging behind my ally here, but clearly very experienced, knows exactly what to do, and is rapidly taking down their castles. 380 HP on the Mamelukes, plus 24 pierce armor, going up against castles which only do 1 damage per shot. If they don't go out of their way to help him, there's not really anything they can do. Plus they're feeding me lots of kills right now. Not sure that's really a good idea for them to be doing. I am giving them a few raises, I think, but this guy is getting so many raises. He must have a ridiculous number of villages, and I'm pretty sure he's just leaving all of this alive for the sake of feeding. But no, he's decided to go for the kill. And that kills off all the Tarkans in my base, but I do still have a few Huskars to worry about. Let's see, can any of this stuff benefit us? So archers fire faster, that's obviously going to be worthwhile. So I don't think I really need to be producing anything, except for my camel archers. Obviously the Huskars are going to be a problem, but they have an absolutely terrible matchup against the Mamelukes, so I'm not too worried about that. I do have to be a little bit worried that he's going to try and push through here, but no, he's arrived, walking extremely fast, and he's just going to clear them out. In the meantime, we'll keep going for the thumb ring upgrades. And ballistics, I don't know if we benefit from stacking that, but they've completely given up. He's arrived in the base with extremely powerful cavalry archers, which would of course take all that stuff down almost instantly. Already took down one castle by the looks of it. And the yellow player, not really sure when he quit, but he did leave. So that is what CBA looks like when you can research every technology 9 times. Completely broken. Not sure why people still play it. I guess it's kind of fun, but it's clearly not very balanced. And this guy clearly knew what he was doing right from the start, which made things very easy for me. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.